Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this beautiful green cut crease. I use the Juvia's Place, the Nubian 2 palette. If you're interested, go ahead and stay tuned. Don't mind me, I was just feeling a little bougie. So we're going to jump right into everything. So I'm going to start off by priming my face. This is the Benefit Porfessional Primer. This is the gel formula. I recommend the gel formula if you have more oily skin. Next, we're moving straight into foundation. I'm going to be using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I did go in a lighter shade because I did get lighter because, you know, I haven't been in the sun. And I'm going to blend that out with my Morphe sponge. I just got this sponge and I wanted to try it out because I've heard, well, actually I've only heard one person rave about it, and honestly I don't really like it. It's just not my cup of tea. So I will be sticking with my Real Technique sponge or a beauty blender. But I mean, it gets the job done. Next, I'm going to go into concealer with this Makeup Revolution full coverage concealer, and I just do my same routine that I always do. So pretty soon we're going to zoom through this. I'm just highlighting and concealing at the same time. Now I'm going to set everything with this Black Radiance banana powder. I really like this. This is a good drugstore powder. And I'm just going to set some underneath my eyes so that way I don't start creasing, and then just place it all over my face. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I am in the shade number 4. So I just start off by using the spoolie, brushing my eyebrows up, and I pretty much just follow the shape of my natural brows. Sometimes I might enhance them because they're pretty thin, as you can see. And then I used to draw a line starting at the front of my brow at the top, but now I feather out the front of it because I just find that that makes it look a lot more natural. And then I'll start, you know, drawing the line and connecting it. And I'm basically just using really, really light, soft strokes. I think that's really the key. You can go in with a little bit more of a heavier hand at the tail of your brow, but at the front, you just want it to look nice and, well, for me, personally, I can only speak for myself. I like for my brows to look, kind of have that feathered, natural kind of look, if that makes sense. Now I'm gonna just clean my brows up. I'm using this e.l.f. I don't even know what kind of brush it is, but it's from e.l.f. and I really like it to carve out my brow with and to do cut creases with. So I'm just using that. I'm using that same Makeup Revolution concealer and just cleaning up my brows a little bit, nothing major, just so they look a lot more sharp and defined. And I don't recommend halo brow. Halo brow is when you can see that concealer like right around the brow. I hate that look, so my advice to you is just make sure you blend everything out really well. Like, I don't go dramatic with my cleaning up of the brow, and I just use my finger to blend everything out, and I never have any issues. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set my brows in place. I'm using the Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel. This is in the shade Chocolate, and this is just gonna help all my brow hairs stay in place. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start priming my eyelids. I'm using that same Makeup Revolution concealer. I'm using it as a primer. And we're about to jump straight into some eyeshadows. And I just like to blend that out with my finger. So we're jumping straight into the Juvias, the Nubian 2 palette. I'm gonna start off by using the shade Morocco. And I'm basically just gonna put that in my crease and on the outer V of my eye. I'm actually going a little bit above my crease because we're doing a cut crease and I want that color to show. So I'm actually going a little bit above my cut crease. I'm going a little bit above my crease and I'm just building that color up. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Kenya. And we're gonna put that on the outer part, or not the outer part, I'm sorry. We're gonna put that right in the crease. And I want the line to be pretty defined, so I do focus the brush heavily, right into my crease, right where I want it, because I want it to show up and be like a pretty distinct line. So I'm just taking my time and building that color up. Now I'm gonna start cutting the crease. I'm just placing the concealer where I want it, and then I look up and that'll tell me where to start my cut crease at. I really just like to take my time with these. Don't rush it, just do the best that you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, which is what I've learned, but just get it as neat as you can. And as you can see, I'm just starting to fill that in now. Next, I'm gonna go into the shade Egypt. It's beautiful green, emerald green shade, jewel tone green. It's just beautiful. So I'm gonna start placing that on my lid. I'm not gonna place it on my whole lid, my full lid. I'm gonna just place it a little bit over halfway, and I'm gonna stop right there. Next, I'm going into the shade Levia. I think I pronounced that right. I hope I did. And I'm gonna put that on the outer part of my eye. And this is gonna add some depth and some dimension. Now I'm just using a brush. I don't have any product on the brush. I'm just going on the outer part of the edges and blending everything out so that way there's no harsh lines. And I'm gonna start focusing on the outer V of my eye just to make sure that's blended too, and kind of smoke it out a little bit, slightly. Now I'm going back into Kenya and just kind of bringing that line that we had, that really distinct line, kind of bringing it back out because it did get lost with the other shadows. And now I'm gonna go into the shade Zuri to add a pop of color. This is really gonna make the look pop. And then I'm going into Nairobi and I'm gonna place that in my inner corners for that little inner corner pop. I love an inner corner highlight. Next, I'm going into this Maybelline Gel Eyeliner. This is just in the shade Black. And I'm using this Anastasia brush. And I'm not going to do dramatic eyeliner. I really don't like dramatic eyeliner on me. I'm just going to wing it out slightly. I'm going into lashes. These are silk lashes from Azeredo Cosmetics. And this is the first time I'm using this style of lash. I believe it was in the shade or the style Bombshell. Next, I'm going to go ahead and contour my face with my Anastasia bronzer. This is in the shade Mahogany. And this is just giving my face some definition because it really needs it. Now I'm going into this Morphe Trio blush palette. I really love this blush. I'm using the first two colors and I'm just gonna blush up my cheeks, add some color. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face, and before I put on my highlight, I'm using the Morphe setting spray. And for highlight, I'm gonna go into Boomin. This is from Colourpop, the collaboration they did with Makeup Shayla. And I'm just putting that pretty much everywhere on the high points of my face. Next, I'm gonna start lining my lips. This is a lip liner from NYX Cosmetics. I believe it's in the shade Mahogany. And I'm gonna use this nude lipstick. This is from the Desi and Katy collection from Dose of Colors. This is called More Creamer Please. And anytime I wear a nude, I definitely have to line my lips and just, you know, make it work. So to my women of color, don't be afraid of nude shades. Just get you a good lip liner. And I like to mix it, you know, how I blended it by rubbing my lips together. But then I like to go back in with the liner because it kind of gets lost in the sauce. So I like to define my lips again. Now I'm going into this lip gloss from Dose of Colors. I will have the name of it linked down below. And I just wanted that glossy look. I love gloss, guys. I don't know, it's just my jam. Now I'm going into this lip gel. I got this at the beauty supply store. I just felt like it needed more of a glossy look, so I added that. that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this beautiful look. Well, it's beautiful to me. I hope it's beautiful to you, and I hope you're inspired by it. I hope you enjoy it. Please give this video a thumbs up, sip you some champagne, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.